Alright, here we go. Let's not jinx anything, but we have finally gotten into a game on Labyrinth with these players. Okay.
We have also established the superiority of Frisky Cow.
That, if you host the lobby, all is well?
Yes.
Okay. I'm good with that. In the upper left...
Pro not want to capture the neutral Beppo Pro?
Yeah, I'm a little sad that he's not doing that this time, but whatever. Again, in the upper left, it is ProProProPro happydeath, our reigning kings with 2 wins? 2 wins? Currently working on their 3rd? That's accurate, right?
We don't know anymore.
Well, whatever. And in the bottom right, it is Maor247 and Nightmare653, Medic Osprey and Camo Paladin, green team. Bottom right, working on the mid, T-45's going down.
Osprey Paladin showing us what it's like to have big shoulders. These are clearly some Warhammer 40k fans.
Clearly, yes. That's the only possible conclusion that I can make as well. Let's see. Left side not being worked on by the green team. Right side, yes, getting cleared. I missed...
ProProProPro Saucer, meanwhile, has no shoulders at all. In fact, Saucer doesn't even have arms.
But he has 4 elbows. I don't know if that matters at all.
Those are knees.
Those are knees. That's true. That is a good point. But he has 4 of them.
Pro, in a moment of indecision, appears to be surveying his loadout and trying to trounce that bottom left outpost with a horde of runners, and it's going to work.
I don't...
About 30 milliseconds.
Okay.
All of his runners are then immediately killed.
What is your in-game time right now?
1:33.
Oh, okay. I didn't see a horde of runners. I just saw him and a bunch of runners behind. No? Is that not accurate?
I had a bunch of runners.
Anyway.
Nightmare going with the shooters for mid, and that's probably going to work out and neutralize mid, but then he's going to have all the other stuff right behind mid, i.e. the up team that's going to annihilate the shooters in short order.
Nightmare trying to work on a Longhorn, but Pro swoops in before he can get it. Is actually kind of in danger of dying right now. But who am I kidding? He's a Paladin, he has energy to Q heal, and Pro is going to give up on that. But the Carbon team is working on mid already, whereas there's only the shooters shooting up for the... shooting up, whoa, I gotta avoid that phrase, by the green team.
I think happydeath and Pro are just trying to flex a little bit, going really heavy.
I mean, they've already taken the right side away from the from the green team, and Runner's now going to be dropped for fort distraction. No, he's actually going to go all the way the hell around and go for the next outpost. That is kind of crazy.
So Green's going to try and steal this left-hand outpost with the Sam spam. We'll see if ProPro has an answer to this.
He is a saucer, so no AoE.
His current signature Sam spam Paladin with the attack buff is going to knock that corner outpost out immediately.
And there are way too many Sams to do anything about here. Holy crap, that's a lot of Sams. No bunkering, though. Let's see if he can get up and bunker. No, does not decide to do that. But the Carbon team neutralizing the bottom left side, but the green team taking it back under their control. So, it's actually kind of an even game, layout-wise.
As far as the layout, yes, and the upkeep is also fairly even. I have misplaced green team shooters in the middle. They still have a couple. Going to take out that neutral Goliath. The Sams do hit the fort, and then they are promptly killed by ProPro's gunfire.
I gotta start clicking around to the players because trying to keep up with mouse click drag and arrow keys is not really doing the job. Spectating without a proper
is pushing his tanks into mid.
And he will get it.
That is going to officially lock it down, especially now that Green Team just took out their side's neutral Goliath. ProPro's not going to have any kind of contest there in mid.
Maor is very low, was very low on health there, but barely gets away from ProProProPro. Moving into mid, Pro's probably going to get a decent surround here, but Maor now pushing up himself with a couple shooters firing in. Where's Happy and Nightmare? Happy going to take back this left side, gets it neutralized, kills all the Sams with his sword. And Nightmare is, okay, moving into fort, but Happy has the sword, so, and the Blade Guardians. Oh man, all these Sams are completely toast.
I have to ask, if you abduct the Beppo probe and then you capture an outpost with it, is it still the same size inside an outpost?
I am not 100% sure about the answer, but I'm pretty sure, I would say with 70% confidence, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, that it's still the same size.
God, I want to see it.
I want to see it as well.
So, okay, mid-fight does not look to be much of a fight. It's more green throwing units out there and then ProPro killing.
Yeah, 52 to 55, and the only reason that the green team doesn't have more units is because they're upkeep capped right now. They don't have their right side. Do they have their left side? Yes, they do, but they do not have the mid anymore.
That bottom left-hand corner.
Yes, it is, and it's doing nothing. So, anyone watching, if you have units doing nothing...
This is what ProPro and happydeath are good at not doing, is getting any units that are sitting idle and getting them into the fight. That is,
in general, yes.
That is what they are best at. You
cannot make units, leave them to do nothing, and expect that, you know, they will actually serve some sort of purpose. There are a couple cases where you can say, well, my units positioned here are preventing the enemy from pushing in or something like that, but the vast majority of the time, they are better off served on the offensive front line.
Right-hand corner gets taken by skeleton runner spam. And now it's time for the fort push. Got boxers, I suppose. Those are okay.
Yes. There's only one post left for the Carbon team, and it's the only one that has anything on the green team side. Maor trying to kill the... Oh god, trying to kill the Beppo Pro, but ProProProPro here to abduct it. There's no way Maor's going to kill that in time because of the health buff.
Boxers are such an interesting unit. Like, they're not bad, but in most situations, there's a better choice. They're like suboptimal.
I'm going to follow ProProProPro. Oh god, the Beppo Probe is out. The Beppo Probe is out. It's on the left side, Frisky. The Beppo Probe. The Beppo Probe.
Oh, I see it.
Oh god, please don't die. Please don't die. It's on the left side.
Oh, but he's going into a defended outpost. No.
But he has so much health. No.
Actually, yeah, he is fairly buff.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It stays
yes. It stays big. It stays big.
Yes. And now he.
Oh god.
They will never be able to defend that.
As far as I'm concerned, that outpost has infinity health, and I am okay with it.
It's like 20 brutes in one socket, isn't it?
Indeed. Oh my god, I gotta... It's humongous. Hilarity ensues. Okay. This probe is OP. Indeed, it's OP. How is it allowed? Because custom maps, guys. I think we have to tell, what's his name? Hawk to, well, he's not really playing anymore. I can redo it. I can take this map and redo it, but just give it so much health that it's absurd to abduct. No, that won't work either, because the way that the Saucer's abduct works, it's flat health plus, amount plus percentage of HP. So, because it's a percentage, there is a limit to how long a Saucer will take to abduct any single unit.
Is that true?
Yeah. So it's you know, it's the way that Saucer abduct works is basically health based. It's a flat amount of health abducted per second plus a percentage of the health abducted per second. And so if you do the math there, if the Beppo probe's health goes up, it will approach a certain limit. This is the amount of time the Saucer will take to abduct it. Because it will always abduct at a certain rate based on the percentage. Anyway.
As many times as we failed to start that game, that made it worth.
That made it worth it, for sure. This Beppo probe right here is for sure worth. ProProProPro and happydeath getting win number 3 or number 4? I think number 3.
It doesn't matter.
Over Maor247 and Nightmare653. We will move on to the next game, and I believe the next person in queue is Russo. We will see if we can actually get a game going.